Welcome to the Inner Sanctum's 5 Rings in 5 Minutes, where we bring you our top 5 stories from day zero of Tokyo 2020. Coming in at number 1, Emperor Naruhito has officially declared the Tokyo 2020 Olympics open in what was a visually stunning 4-hour opening ceremony featuring drones that made the shape of the Olympic logo and then transformed into the shape of the globe. They made the point to pay tribute to the victims of COVID-19 and other issues that have affected the globe in the past 5 years. It also featured multiple dance and choreographed elements, including a piece at the start of the games talking about the separation that athletes have felt over the past year, in particular during the pandemic. And finally, the big secret was out when Naomi Osaka was revealed to be the athlete that would light the Olympic cauldron at the tennis star's debut Olympic Games.
Coming in at number 2, while the Olympics might have been officially open today with the opening ceremony, there were still events going on during the day. One of those, of course, being the rowing heats, which started obviously earlier in the day. The Aussies did quite well in their performances. We had a few teams get through to the next stage, qualifying through the heats. Third in the women's double scull, through to the semi-final. Fourth in the women's quad scull, through to the repechage, giving them another chance to qualify and try and get through to the finals. And of course, second in the men's quad scull, through to the A final. Jack Cleary, Caleb Antill, Cameron Girdlestone, and Luke Letcher will be hopefully looking for a chance to land on the podium for Australia. In that very same men's quad scull event, the Netherlands set a new Olympic best. They qualified in first, also through the A final, just ahead of the Aussies. They're always hard to beat on the water, the Netherlands, and it looks like they're going to be again in Tokyo.
Coming in at number 3, my favourite part of the opening ceremony, the Parade of Nations. The Australian contingent was led by Patty Mills and Kate Campbell, with 63 other athletes following close behind them, including the entire Opals and Boomers squads. Second to walk out in the Parade of Nations was the Refugee Olympic team. The flag bearers were Usara Madani and Tashlawoni Gabriosis, in what is an important move in the Olympic movement to make sure that the refugee athletes are getting represented properly. The most spirited athletes to come out was definitely the Portuguese, with Telma Monteiro and Nelson Evora spinning around with the flag and jumping up and down excitedly. It was truly something fantastic to watch. It wouldn't be an opening ceremony in the past 8 years without Tonga's Peter Tetafola, who walked out once again in the similar traditional garb that he has walked out at Pyeongchang in 2018 and Rio 2016.
In at number 4, the Archers took to the range today for the ranking rounds. The women's were up first, the men's was second. Obviously, Australian Alice Ingley, the only representative for the Aussies in the women's, shot a 6.16, finished with an overall ranking of 57th. South Korean Ann San took the top rank with a 6.80. All Koreans in the top 3. She's only 20 years old, but she broke the Olympic record in the ranking rounds, beating Lena Harasimenko from Ukraine's previous record of 673. In the men's, our bronze team in Ryan Tyack and Taylor Worth competed in the ranking. Worth came 39th, Tyack 42nd, and David Barnes in 50. Overall, the men's archery team finished in 11th. They'll begin their proper events at 10:30 tomorrow, followed by the mixed events later in the afternoon. And coming in last at number 5, what would an opening ceremony be without the teams in their traditional garb? Every team obviously representing their culture and country exquisitely with their outfits. So we put together just a few of the ones that we thought were the best of the best. Few all sort of class. Netherlands with the white suits and orange details. Some of them were rocking the orange blazers as well. Looked absolutely outstanding. Spain similar with the red and white suits. I think classy is probably the only word you can really use to describe it. A few teams that had more traditional garb, which was really fantastic to see. Colombia rocking those blue robes with the yellow and red details, some fantastic coloring there. The dark blue really cut through nicely. Angola as well with traditional garb. The flag bearer rocking that gold skirt excellently. It just looked fantastic. It's great to see teams representing the culture of their country so wonderfully. Cameroon as well, very similar. Great combination with the black, green, red, and yellow. I wouldn't say it's a podium finish because we've put in 5, but fantastic work from every single team at the opening ceremony.